Be careful. The house you are staying in is not safe. A hidden presence has been waiting for you inside. Archangel Michael says a message has been released tonight, and it is not a casual word. It comes with urgency, with an echo that stirs the deepest chambers of your soul. There is a warning hidden inside, and it concerns the very place you are standing right now. The silence around you has been breaking without you noticing it. The walls that surround you have been collecting whispers, shadows, and an energy that has been waiting for its moment. That moment is no longer in the future, it has already arrived. Something has been walking through your rooms even before you stepped inside. It is not a physical figure that you would see with the naked eye, but a presence that has been lingering, calculating, and waiting. And tonight, that presence is pressing closer than ever before. You may not realize it yet, but the house itself has been storing an energy that is not meant for you. It has been set, prepared, and planted by forces that do not wish you peace. And if you do not act with clarity, its plan will slowly unfold into your days and nights. Type Amen 3848 to receive the divine blessing. The air around you has been shifting, heavier at moments when you thought you were simply tired or uneasy. That was no coincidence, for what you feel in your body often reflects what has been walking in the unseen world. The weight that presses on your chest at night is the echo of something not from heaven. Archangel Michael says your awareness is the first shield. When you awaken to what is hidden, the shadows lose their silent advantage. But you must not ignore this word, for silence and ignorance are what feed the unseen presence within your house. There are eyes on you when you sleep, and they are not the loving eyes of angels watching in protection. There is a gaze that burns, sharp and unsettled, feeding off the very energy of your rest. That is why some mornings you rise feeling drained, even after hours of sleep. The presence waiting in your house is not random, it has been allowed entry through doors you did not open with your hands. Sometimes it enters through the pain of others who were there before you. Sometimes it enters through forgotten objects, words spoken, or agreements you never knew existed. It lingers quietly, blending with the familiar surroundings. A chair looks normal, but the weight upon it at night is not empty. The staircase seems still, but footsteps echo when you know you were alone. There is a reason your instincts felt stirred as you walked through certain corners. The reason you avoided certain rooms or found the atmosphere unsettling was not your imagination. It was the spirit of discernment trying to warn you. Archangel Michael says this is not to bring fear, but to awaken you. Awareness brings power, and power brings authority. When you rise in spiritual authority, what was once stalking you will bow under divine light. But listen carefully, because this presence is not only waiting, it is also trying to write itself into your future. It attempts to influence your emotions, your decisions, and even your relationships. It is not only inside your walls, it is pressing itself toward your destiny. Your dreams carry evidence of its movements. The restless visions, the sudden images, the moments you wake with your heart racing, these are not random. They are signs of its attempt to enter your mind and weaken your strength. The stillness you feel when alone is not pure peace, but rather a silence that hides observation. It is as if someone is waiting for you to drop your guard, to step into vulnerability. That is the moment it plans to strike most deeply. This is why the warning has reached you now. Because time has narrowed and the presence has grown bold. It no longer hides at a distance, it moves through the very air you breathe. Type Amen 875 to receive the divine blessing. The house itself has been marked. There was a moment when it shifted from a simple structure of walls and floors into a vessel for something more. And that moment is tied to you. It waits for you not just because of where you live, but because of who you are. You are not ordinary, and the presence knows this. That is why it has invested time and energy to remain close to you. The hidden energy has been fed by silence, secrecy, and shadows. It grows stronger each time you ignore the subtle signs of its movement. And the longer you overlook it, the deeper it roots itself into your environment. Archangel Michael says this is the moment to rise with authority. Heaven does not leave you alone in battle. The same walls that echo with hidden whispers will now carry the sound of your victory. Do not be fooled by the appearance of normalcy. Just because the lights are on, the floor is clean, and the walls are standing does not mean the air is clear. Beneath the surface, the energy is still moving. There was a reason you found yourself reading this at this very moment. It was orchestrated for your eyes, your ears, your spirit. The message was released not into the world, but directly into your atmosphere. You cannot delay this recognition. Every hour of delay allows the unseen presence to grow in influence. But every moment of awareness is a strike against its control. The rooms of your house hold memories, energies, and unseen visitors. They have carried arguments, sadness, and moments of heaviness. These things become open doors unless sealed with divine authority. Type Amen 5678 to receive the divine blessing. The staircase you climb, the hallway you walk, the window you pass, they all remember what has taken place there. Houses absorb energy like lungs breathe air. And yours has not only absorbed, it has retained. The weight you sometimes feel when entering your own doorway is evidence of it. You sense the shift in atmosphere before you see anything. Your spirit knows what your eyes cannot. There is a presence that has taken position. It has been waiting like a predator, patient and calculating. And you, unknowingly, have walked through its circle. Archangel Michael says it will not have the final word. The light of heaven is prepared to enter, if you allow it. But you must take the warning seriously, for time is narrowing. This is not simply about a house, it is about your life. Where you live is the ground you build upon. If the ground is unsettled, everything built upon it shakes. Your heart may feel sudden fear reading these words, but let that fear be transformed into readiness. Fear without movement becomes weakness. But fear transformed into action becomes power. The hidden presence has been pulling on your emotions. It pushes you toward anger, heaviness, and isolation. These are not coincidences, they are influences. You must rise now and reclaim your space. Reclaim your nights, your days, your peace, your ground. For heaven has already given you the right. Type Amen 456 to receive the divine blessing. The shadows do not only wait for night. They weave through the day, unnoticed, hiding in the ordinary rhythm of your hours. Their greatest disguise is normality, for if you think nothing is wrong, you lower your guard. Your house has heard the words spoken within it, both light and dark. The echoes of arguments, the sighs of grief, the whispers of fear, these have all left imprints. A house is not just wood, stone, or paint, it is an atmosphere, alive in the spirit. When you enter, the air receives you. It greets you with either peace or heaviness. And lately, your entry has been met with weight that you cannot explain. Archangel Michael says the truth is clear now, what is hidden has stepped closer to your life. The spirit that lingers inside is not only watching, it is reaching. And unless you act, it will move from observation to interference. The floor beneath you carries secrets. Each step you take is a reminder that energy flows underfoot, energy that longs to either strengthen or weaken you. You have unknowingly walked over a threshold that holds a decision. Type Amen 764 to receive the divine blessing. The nights are where its presence grows strongest. In darkness, when silence surrounds you, its power feels more tangible. That is why your rest has been disturbed, your mind unsettled, your dreams disrupted. It knows that if it can drain your energy, it can weaken your spirit. And if it can weaken your spirit, it can pull you toward confusion and despair. That is how the hidden works, step by step, little by little, until it gains full ground. But your awareness tonight is a divine interruption. It is heaven's way of saying the plan will not go unseen. The exposure of darkness is the beginning of its defeat. Archangel Michael says you were chosen to see through the veil. You were chosen to discern what others would overlook. That gift is your weapon in this very battle. The corners of your house hold shadows not born of light. They press against the air, bending it, waiting for your recognition. Do not dismiss the tension you feel when walking through them. That unease you've carried, the sudden chill, the weight in your chest, it was never imagination. It was evidence. And that evidence is demanding your action now. Type Amen 899 to receive the divine blessing. The presence has been waiting in silence, but silence is not stillness. In the unseen world, silence is often the loudest movement of all. For what you do not hear is what can most deeply affect you. You may have noticed objects moved, sounds unexplained, moments where the air seemed heavier. These are not accidents. They are signals of activity, signals of what has been breathing within your home. Archangel Michael says the house has become a meeting ground. Not of friends and family, but of forces contending for your peace. You stand at the center, and your choice will determine the atmosphere that remains. This is why you cannot ignore this word. To ignore it is to permit what is already inside. But to rise against it is to send a wave of light through every room, every hallway, every corner. Your doorway is a gate. Your windows are gates. Every gate must be guarded. If it is left open, shadows will always walk in. But when you claim authority over these gates, they become guarded by light. No shadow can trespass without being confronted. And tonight, that confrontation is being declared. Type Amen 545 to receive the divine blessing. The hidden presence has been influencing your thoughts. It tries to whisper doubt, fear, and heaviness into your spirit. That is why your emotions have shifted unexpectedly. You feel it in your moods, in sudden drops of energy, in frustration that rises without cause. These are not simply your own feelings, they are impressions pressed upon you. The hidden waits for your agreement, but you must deny it. Archangel Michael says your strength has been tested for a reason. The pressure is proof of your spiritual weight. If you were not significant, the darkness would not pursue you. The house you live in has been marked for this battle. But battles are not meant to destroy you, they are meant to reveal your strength. You are about to see how much heaven has equipped you. Every corner of your environment that once carried heaviness will soon carry freedom. Every shadow that once lingered will flee at the sound of divine presence. Every whisper of darkness will be silenced. This is not a warning of defeat, it is a call to victory. The hidden presence is already trembling, for exposure has robbed it of its advantage. What was silent is now named. Type Amen 654 to receive the divine blessing. The air in your house will soon change. It will not always be heavy, it will not always be oppressive. The shift is coming, and you are the key. You have been chosen to turn this place into a ground of blessing, not fear. The very walls that carried whispers will carry songs of freedom. The very floors that held weight will carry footsteps of strength. Archangel Michael says this night is holy, for your recognition has shattered the silence. The presence no longer has a hiding place. It has been seen, and the light has been released. What you must know is that this was never just about a building. It is about the destiny connected to your life. The hidden fought for your environment because your environment shapes your future. But heaven fights harder. Heaven does not abandon you. And heaven has already prepared the way for you to stand victorious. The atmosphere will bow to your authority. The presence will leave at the command of divine strength. And peace will settle where fear once lingered. Type Amen 256 to receive the divine blessing. The warning has now become a turning point. From this night, the house you stay in will not be the same. The energy will break, the weight will lift, the shadows will scatter. For your life is not meant to live under oppression. Your days are not meant to be stolen by fear. And your nights are not meant to be robbed of rest. Archangel Michael says the house you dwell in will soon testify of divine presence. Where there was disturbance, there will be calm. Where there was fear, there will be protection. The hidden presence will have no place left. It will not walk your hallways, it will not sit upon your furniture, it will not whisper in your silence. It is finished. You will rise in new strength after this night. You will carry peace like a shield. And you will know that no presence stronger than heaven will ever remain within your walls again. Type Amen 899 to receive the divine blessing. The night has carried its warning, but the dawn will carry your promise. The hidden presence that once lingered in silence has been exposed under the light. What was crouching in the corners will no longer have a resting place. Your house will be washed with new atmosphere. The heaviness that pressed against your chest will dissolve into the air. The silence that felt threatening will shift into peace that calms the soul. Archangel Michael says you will soon feel the change tangibly. The rooms will feel lighter, the air will be clearer, and your spirit will rest in safety. It will be as if a storm has passed, and sunlight has returned. The ground beneath you has been claimed. The very walls that held whispers now echo with victory. And the roof above you no longer hides shadows, it shelters you under divine covering. Type Amen 675 to receive the divine blessing. The presence that once watched you will be silenced forever. It will not return, for its entry point has been closed. Its assignment has been cancelled by divine command. You will now walk through your house with strength. Your steps will no longer feel heavy, for you carry light that scatters darkness. Every movement will declare freedom. Archangel Michael says your house is now a testimony. Those who enter will sense the difference without you saying a word. They will feel the shift and know that divine presence rests here. Your sleep will be restored. The dreams once interrupted will now be clear visions. Your nights will not belong to fear, they will belong to revelation. The blessing has already begun. You have stepped into a shift that cannot be undone. The atmosphere is sealed in your favor. Type Amen 899 to receive the divine blessing. The victory is not only for your house. It stretches into your life, your family, your destiny. What was meant to drain you has now released your strength. You will see doors opening in your life, just as the spiritual doors have been secured. What was blocked will flow freely. What was delayed will accelerate. Archangel Michael says the battle you have overcome inside your house is a reflection of the battle you are overcoming in your life. The two are connected, and the breakthrough is complete. You are stepping into a season of divine establishment. No more weight, no more oppression, no more unseen presence. The walls are clear, the atmosphere is free, the ground is safe. This is your appointed moment of peace. Every shadow has bowed. Every whisper has been silenced. Every spirit has been commanded out. Your victory is sealed. Your blessing is secured. And your house is safe. Type Amen 860 to receive the divine blessing. The silence you once feared will now become your greatest comfort. For silence filled with divine presence is no longer a threat, but a shield. It will surround you with peace that surpasses understanding. Every room in your house will carry a new fragrance. Not one of heaviness, but one of clarity and freedom. You will feel this as tangibly as breath itself. Archangel Michael says this transformation is not temporary. It is sealed, established, and eternal. What heaven has declared cannot be reversed. There is no doorway left for shadows to return. No window left for whispers to enter. The house has been cleansed, and its ground is holy. Type Amen 899 to receive the divine blessing. Your nights will testify of rest. The hidden presence that once watched you in darkness will no longer stand near. Its gaze has been shattered by divine authority. You will wake refreshed, strengthened, and alive. Your body will feel the restoration, your spirit will feel the protection, and your mind will feel the clarity. This is your new rhythm. The heaviness of old memories will no longer weigh on the atmosphere. Arguments, grief, pain, all that was once imprinted on the walls has been erased. The house has been washed in light. Archangel Michael says you will begin to notice sudden peace when you enter your own doorway. What once felt like tension will now feel like embrace. This is heaven's sign that your ground is safe. The presence has not only been expelled, it has been replaced. For when darkness leaves, light comes rushing in. And the light will not fade. Type Amen 908 to receive the divine blessing. This house will now serve as your stronghold. Not against you, but for you. It will stand as a fortress of divine safety. No step you take within it will feel uncertain. Every step will be rooted, stable, and grounded. You will know this place as your sanctuary. Archangel Michael says there are angels stationed now in every room. Though you cannot see them, their presence is stronger than any shadow that once lingered. They guard, they shield, they cover. Your walls now echo with songs of protection. Your floors resound with strength. Your ceiling reflects the covering of divine wings. This is your inheritance. Peace where there was chaos. Strength where there was weakness. Light where there was darkness. Type Amen 899 to receive the divine blessing. The warning that began in whispers has now ended in triumph. What was waiting for you has been dismissed. What was hidden has been revealed. Your house is no longer unsafe. It is secured, sealed, and sanctified. You will never again question the atmosphere around you. Archangel Michael says you have crossed a threshold tonight. The house you live in will never return to what it was before. The change is permanent. And not only your house, but your life. For this victory is symbolic. As the presence left your house, so too are obstacles leaving your path. Everything hidden against you is now exposed. Everything planned in silence has been destroyed. Everything that watched you in darkness has been blinded. You are free. Your ground is free. And your future is free. Type Amen 769 to receive the divine blessing. The walls of your house are no longer silent witnesses of fear. They are now keepers of light, vibrating with a new spiritual resonance. What once clung to them has been erased by divine fire. Your footsteps will feel lighter as you walk through each room. The heaviness you carried will no longer follow you. The air itself will welcome you with calmness instead of resistance. Archangel Michael says the atmosphere has shifted forever. The hidden spirit no longer has claim over this place. Its chains have been broken, its rights revoked, its whispers silenced. The victory is not small, it is mighty. It reaches beyond the walls into your life, into your family, into your destiny. It covers more than you realize in this very moment. Type Amen 899 to receive the divine blessing. The shadows tried to make a home where they did not belong. They tried to watch you, weaken you, and wait for you to fall. But now they are expelled, and their place has been overtaken by light. You will notice in the days ahead a freedom that feels almost unexplainable. Moments that once triggered unease will now carry peace. Even in silence, you will sense divine presence surrounding you. Archangel Michael says angels now walk your hallways. Their footsteps do not disturb you, they guard you. Their watch is unbroken, and their loyalty is eternal. The hidden thought it had patience on its side. It thought it could wait you out, drain you slowly, and bind your life. But its plans collapsed the moment you received this message. Now every plan of darkness has been overturned. Every intention has been cancelled. Every scheme has been shattered. Type Amen 9080 to receive the divine blessing. The house is not only cleansed, it has become an altar. Every breath you take inside it will rise as testimony before heaven. Every prayer whispered will echo louder than you think. Your home will attract blessing, not fear. It will draw peace, not conflict. It will host breakthrough, not heaviness. Archangel Michael says this moment marks a turning of chapters. The page has flipped. The old story of your house is closed, and a new story has begun. You will soon feel energy flow differently when you wake. Instead of pressure, there will be inspiration. Instead of dread, there will be joy. The presence that waited has lost its place. And you have gained what was always meant for you, peace without interruption. Freedom without fear. Type Amen 098 to receive the divine blessing. From now forward, your environment will align with your destiny. It will not fight against you but flow with you. The atmosphere will match the calling on your life. You are stepping into days where your house will feel like sacred ground. Every room will carry blessing. Every corner will shine with peace. Archangel Michael says your recognition of the hidden gave heaven permission to move. Because you opened your eyes, the unseen was defeated. Because you listened, the battle was won. Do not underestimate what has happened. For what shifted in your house tonight will ripple into every area of your future. The breakthrough inside four walls will open doors far beyond them. This victory is permanent. This blessing is sealed. This peace is eternal. Type Amen 679 to receive the divine blessing.